back to my channel. So I'm going to do a face of first impressions again because I've got plenty of stuff to use. So it's 22 degrees, people. It is nearly 3 o'clock on a Monday afternoon and Julie does not cope well with the heat, so that's great. I'm going to have a spritz of Primark water first. I love this stuff, it smells divine, so refreshing. Okay, so I'm just going to take all my bits and bobs out of the makeup bag. I've still got plenty of different stuff to do full faces, or mostly full faces of stuff. So I am going to do that. Right, so let that just absorb in a little bit. Not that it matters much. Please ignore my spot. I keep picking at it. I know. It's never going to go away if I don't stop picking. Right. The primer I'm going to use is the one by Milk. This is the Hydro Grip Primer. It would be perfect for this weather, I would imagine. So we're just going to take some of that over our face. I wasn't going to bother filming today, but my anxiety has been annoying me, and I just want to hide in my bed, so I'm making myself do this. But such is life. So we've popped that on. It's not super like sticky. While I am waiting, I'm going to put on some of this Tatcha, I don't know what it's actually called, Gold Spun Lip Balm that Laura sent me. It smells absolutely gorgeous. Tatcha's so expensive though. Okay, so I'm going to get my trusty tape because I think I'll do my eyes first, because with a new palette you never know if there's going to be lots of fall down. So I'll just get the tape on there. Baby, baby, I can see the light away from here. So I am using the palette that Laura sent me. This is Colourpop's So Fly. This is what it looks like. Beautiful. These three colours right down the middle are just absolutely stunning. I have absolutely no clue what I am going to do. I'm just going to put it on and hope for the best of what comes out of it. What's that? So I'm going to go into, oh, I was going to say a lid shade, but there actually isn't one. Interesting. Okay, we'll maybe take a smaller brush then. Oh, hold. Forgot. I'm going to pop on my Balm Concealer first of all, over the lids, like I have been doing. This is what I mean. I've got really bad anxiety just now that I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I'm not even really sure what's set it off either, but there you go. If you are like me and you suffer with your anxiety, you know the drill. Haven't been out. Yeah, I don't really go out anyway, but like I was considering like going a walk just along to the park and just sitting for a bit in the sun, but I think because my anxiety is really bad today, it wouldn't be actually the best idea for me, especially in this heat. I just use what's left on the brush. I'm not really dipping into the thingy. I really need to stop picking at that. These are burns from when I use my hair curler, and when they scab over, I just keep picking at them. My doctor did say that people that suffer with anxiety, when they have spots and stuff, they do tend to pick at them. So I'm like, great. Okay, right. I'm just going to take a small brush. This is a Spectrum A12, and I'm going to go into the shade called Dragon. Is it Dragon Tail or Time? I can't see. And I'm just going to sort of use this all over my lid. I think first of all, it's like a really nice sort of browny tanny shade. It's absolutely gorgeous actually. Look at that. I don't know if you can see with these lights. I got this vest top like years ago from George Asda. And I thought I'd pop it on because it was... See, our sitting room's at that side of the house, and so is our bedroom. So you don't get the sun in there, the sun's on this side, so it's always much warmer at this side of the house. So when I came into this room, it's just like, bam, it just hits you. And I ain't made for the heat or the sunshine, I'm telling you that now. I want to get more freckles out of my face though. So I want to kind of... It's like, I do burn because I'm a natural redhead, but I do tan, which is usually unnatural for redheads. I think I must get it from my mum and dad. They both had really dark hair and they both tanned really, really well. Whereas my partner, like, he has red hair and he just can't do it at all. That is a lovely colour, I really like it. I like it, she likes it a lot. And it blends like a dream. The thing with Colourpop palettes is they can be a hit or a miss, especially pigment wise. So you can get one that's like really, really pigmented and great, and then the next time you might get one that's not so good. I just want another little brush. This is a Real Techniques brush. I've had this for the longest time and I'm just blending those edges a wee bit. I've got nothing else on the brush. And then we'll just have a wee look to see. I really like that. I like it. Okay. What are we going in with next though? Do you ever just sometimes look at palettes though and you just have no idea what to do? Or is that just me because I literally am not like a creative person? See, because that's bright, I think I'm going to go into Deport, which is like the darkest brown. And I'm just going to concentrate it. Just sort of wee wiggly movements with the brush on this outer corner here. And we're just going to do it at the same sort of side as well on the other eye. Twice last week we had a pigeon come in our bedroom window. Oh my god. The first time it was actually like leaning over my partner, making its noise, and I like woke and I was like, oh my god. And then the second time it was just sat on the floor. It's just like, what the hell is going on? He always sleeps with the window wide open, like even before I ever met him, because he hates being warm. So even if it's snowing outside, and he was like, in all of those years of him doing that, he's never had any bird come in the window. And it's just so funny. Imagine waking up and having a pigeon beside you. Thankfully neither of us have like a fear or a phobia of birds, but it is so random to say the least. By the looks of it, we're going for a brownish smoky eye here, which is fine with me. Right, I'm going to go back into this first brush, but it's got nothing on it, just for a bit of blending. I've decided I'm going to watch some videos on laminating your own eyebrows and see what I think, and see if I feel like it's maybe something that I could try myself. Okay, I'm just going to take the wee brush with the dark brown, and while we've still got the tape on, I'm just going to use the tape as a guide and just kind of work it to my advantage as such. That's well tickly. And run it under here. Guys, I have read 30 books so far this year. 30. I'm so chuffed with myself. Though to be fair, because of chronic pain, I spend a lot of time when I should be sleeping awake, so I end up reading. I'm just going to go back in with the lightest colour that I used as well now. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that. Some of this might get taken away when I have to do concealer and stuff, but just for the now, because I have. Okie dokes. Now, for a lid shade, oh, it's decisions. I mean, everyone would expect me to go in with this one, but I'm not going to today. I think I'm going to take this one here. And I'm just going to take it on my finger because it's probably the best way to do it. Wow. And I'm just going to use my finger and pop that on the lid there. That's beautiful. Almost went into the wrong shade there. That's stunning. Obviously you can use a brush if you want to, but I do find that with these kinds of shimmers and stuff, it is always best to use your hands. I've got a bit full down there, but I forgot to say at the beginning that this video will no doubt be long, because you know what I'm like. That's gorgeous. I feel I'm going to like the shape of this side better, as usual. Now I'm going to go back in with this brush and back into the dark brown and just work a wee bit more of it back in where we might have lost a bit of the depth on the outside of that lid. Right, I want to just do something here. This is what I like to do, is I just move the tape down, see if I'm like wanting to kind of look and see what's happening with my makeup. If I feel that I can't see what's going on with the tape there, and then make, oh that's so tickly, any adjustments before I move the tape away. And then go back in with the one that we used to blend, just to soften that. Okay, let's step away from the palette at the moment, and I'm going to remove the tape. My bin's like a mile away from me. I know it looks a bit squiff, but we'll get it. So this is new to me. Laura sent me it. She has used it a couple of times. It didn't work for her, so she thought I would want to try it. This is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream Broad Spectrum SPF 30, and it's in the shade Vanilla. So it says apply with your fingertips, so I'm just going to do that. I don't know if it will be the right colour for me, but we will have a try. I did just spray this morning one of my facial tints on, but I don't think it will have developed yet, so seems to be a good enough colour. We seem to be similar shades, I think, in things like I was told by a makeup artist that I am yellow to neutral undertones. So I tend to go, if I'm looking for foundations and stuff, I tend to go neutral. Or if it's like fair, light, medium, I tend to go for light. I always find though, see, even if you get it and it's too light for you, that's not so much a problem because you can brighten it up. But obviously if you get it and it's too dark for you, that is more of an issue. So if you get something and obviously you're like, this is too light for me, you know, don't panic, because you can, hand sanitizer, you can sort it all out, you know. Right, let me just have a look with my sponge and see. I mean, it's not giving me loads of coverage. I think you can see it better on this side, but it's nice enough, so we're happy with that. Okay, for concealer, this is new from Laura as well. If you don't know, Laura sent me a lovely package. The video's up on my channel if you want to check it out. This is by Flower Beauty, which is Drew Barrymore's brand. This is the Light Infused Full Coverage Concealer, and she got me in the shade, I don't even think I'm going to be able to read that, Porcelain. It looks really, really light. So we'll have to, wow. See what I mean? Like, some highlighters, concealers are just crazy colours. Like, to me, this is too light for me. It's going to brighten my under eyes. But this is Porcelain. And this is Ivory. Look. You can see the difference. But anyway, we will give it a go. Have we got a brush here? We'll try this brush here. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. I'll just, I mean, this is going to certainly brighten things up, but I don't think it's going to help, like, oh, this isn't working, is it? Coverage wise. I'm just going in with my sponge. So for me personally, I would use this concealer for a bit of brightening, because it's not the right shade for me. I think I would need the next shade up for it to be for anything else. Hold on, you can hear my washing machine. I mean, I don't know, what do you think yourself? I obviously haven't blended it all in on this side quite yet. See what I mean about the pigments with what's it called? And see, I have redness here around my nose. Alright, okay. So, for bronzy contour, I have gone for the Shea Glam one because it's the newest kind of one that I have. And I got it in Golden Sun. So we're going to apply that. So I'm going to put a dot or two here, and then a few dots around my head, and I like to put a dot there. This smells like chocolate mousse, it's so nice. And I'm going to use my sponge because I have really been enjoying using my sponge to apply these types of products. If you haven't tried Shea Glam makeup, I urge you to. It is so good, honestly, so good. I love it so much. Everything I've bought so far, makeup wise, from Shea Glam, I have really, really enjoyed. Really enjoyed. It just gives you that little bit of a sun-kissed glow. You can add more if you like. I would start off with less and then add it in, especially the fact that I'm wearing like a tinted gel today. Lovely. Oh, it smells good enough to eat. And then we need a powder. I do have a new powder here, but this is a luminous one, so I don't want to put that under my eyes. So I'm actually going, Excuse me a moment. Where is it? Does have to be this one. I'm going to grab, this is Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, the original, and I'm going to get some of this just to put under my eyes, because with using that brightening concealer, I don't want to use, you know, a brightening powder under my eyes as well, because we're not wanting to, or I don't want to make them bright. I want to cover the bags as such. Okie dokie dokes. The only thing with these loose powders is they make such a goddamn mess. Right, so I'm probably doing this in all the wrong order for people, but hey ho. I want to just go back to my eyes now and see if I want to add a little bit more of this glitter, because I do feel, as I said, like it is definitely fading. I'll add a bit more in there. And we're going to go to mascara next. Oh, actually, I'll use liner. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Classic Brown because I do love this liner. I was going to do liquid liner, but I'm not going to today. Okie dokes. So, new mascara, I have got the Primark Wonder Lash. This is brilliant. So, pop this on. I just want to feel. Oh my god, the heat is mental. See, people that love the heat, they must be just in their glory with this weather, but when you're not loving it, a little bit of transfer mascara there. Look how good that mascara is. Okay. So confused to what I'm doing. Right, let's go to brows that are a riot. Take this little spoolie here. I'm doing everything in a mad order. I'm going to use the little Gimme Brow. This is in the shade number 3, so it's probably slightly too dark for me, but we'll just give it a go, so we will. Oh, pants. Didn't do well with that, did you, Julie? Yesterday's gone. Someone's got, don't stop thinking about tomorrow, please. Do you think that colour is good for me? Let me know. Right, so we're going to do highlight and blush, and then I'm going to use this powder. Or should I do it the other way around? I don't know. You know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it this way. This is the Glow Wish by Huda Beauty Luminous Pressed Powder in number 3 Light. This is what it looks like, and I'm dying to try it. So I need a big brush. Let's get this beast of a brush by Real Techniques. And we're going to go all over our face with it. I'll show you it first on this side. So I've done this side with it. Haven't done this side. Look at that glow. Love it. Hold on a moment. Wait a moment, please. I'm going to put a tiny wee bit. Not that it makes a lot of difference because it's not really going to hide this on here. And I'm just going to use this sponge and just bounce in a wee bit. Every time I'm like, stop picking it, Julie. I was watching like Love Island last night, and then before I know it, I'm like, you're picking it. And I scar, so I don't know why I do it to myself. Anyone else prefer a pressed powder to a loose one, or is it just me? I love this powder. It's so good. Look. Love it. Glad we purchased that. Right, so oh, I picked up one of the brand new Benefit blushes. I just got the mini one. This is Shelly. And it looks like this. I got this on ASOS. I want to get more of the blushes. Of course I do. But I'm going to use this brush here. This is my first time using it. Whoa! And as I always do, pick up the product but bounce it in the back of your hand so that you are not getting too much of it. And then take it at the tops of your cheek and then drag it down. Look at that. So pigmented. Look, I mean, it's madness. If you were just to plonk that right on your cheeks, you'd be seen from Mars. So again, we're just taking it high up onto the face because it lifts you up. And then I just take the excess onto the apples of my cheeks. And we'll do a wee bit of draping with it so that it's almost like you've got that sun-kissed glow. Lovely. And then a new highlighter again from Laura is Wet n Wild, and this is Precious Petals, which looks like this. Very nice. Which brush do we want to use with that? Where is my highlighter brush? Everything seems to be missing, people. There you are. I'll use my highlighter brush from the Body Shop. I don't know how glittery or what have you this is going to be, so we will place it here and blend it in. You see that? It's not super duper like crazy. Oh, hair's in the way, but it's definitely got a glitter. Take some down the nose. Cupid's bow and a little bit on the 40 chins. Okie dokie then. And then I think all that's left to do is the lips. So I'm just going to dab off that. And then I have this new liner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Peyote. And I've never, this is my first ever from them. And it's a really nice creamy rosy sort of pink colour. I'm going to put it back there, and then I'm going to use one of the Charlotte Tilbury ones because they're new, and I am going to try Penelope Pink today. I'll try to seal it right back down because I want to use them again. Let's have a look at that. Oh, that's a gorgeous colour. Damn you, Charlotte Tilbury. I swear, I love Charlotte Tilbury. The Kissing Formula lipsticks, Bitch Perfect is actually perfect. And I want the Kim KW one. And now I'm like, I want this one too. Love it. It's not matte, so it's not going to be really drying. And that is me for my full face of makeup. What do you think? I love it. Let me know in the comments what you think and also what your favourite product is. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I will see you next time. Bye.